In this video, I'm going to show you different ways of solving quadratics. Okay, so example problem number one is the following. Solve each question by factoring, combine the square quadratic formula, and graphing. Okay, so first I'm going to do it by factoring. When you do factoring is, here's how you know, this is a quadratic. And all quadratic means is the highest power is a 2. So this is a quadratic, and it's also a trinomial. Tri meaning three of them, three terms. So in this case, I have one, two, three terms. Okay. So the way to factoring by quadratic trinomials is you're gonna do what we call the Xbox method. The Xbox method will look like this. And then that's the X, and this will be the box. Now the way you do it is whatever you put in here has to be the first and the last, so this will be negative 16n squared. The middle one should be here, that should be negative 6n. First term should be here, and the last term will be here. Now I'm going to take this over here, and I'm going to do the factors in order. So the first one I'm going to do is 1n and 16n. I'm going to do 2n and 8n. What about 3? What about 4? 4n and 4n. 5? Nope. 6? Nope. 7? Nope. 8n and 4n. Once the factors start repeating, that's it. I'm done. I don't need any more. Now, can a positive value times a positive give me a negative answer? That means that one of them has to be negative. For help, for clues, look at the bottom one. This one and the larger ones have the same sign. So if this is negative, all of these should be negative. Now, negative 1n minus 16n will give you negative 15n. 2n minus 8n would give you negative 6n. And 4n minus 4n will give you 0. So this is the one that I'm looking for. Negative 2n, I'm sorry, 2n and negative 8n. So in here you have 2n, negative 8n. These values go in here, 2n, negative 8n. Now, factors of n squared will be n multiplied by n. Factors of negative 8 will be negative 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, I'm sorry, 2, 4, and 8, and n. Factor of 2n will be 2 times n. And factor of negative 16 will be negative 2, 4, 8, 16. Now, what do the two boxes, top boxes have in common? They have one n in common, so I'm going to put in 1n. Bottom two boxes, what they have in common? They have a 2 in common. Now they're negative 2 only, so I'm going to put in a 2. What do the left two boxes have in common? They have an n in common, so I'm going to put 1n. What do the right two boxes have in common? 3 2's, that'll be 2, 4, 8. They have a negative 8 in common. Now, this will become 0 is equal. Instead of writing the trinomial, I'm going to write the factors of it. One factor will be n plus 2, and the other factor will be n minus 8. One factor, here's the other factor. Now, set each factor equals 0. Solve for n, get the n by itself. I'm going to do minus 2 minus 2. These are opposite, they will cancel. So my answer will be n is equal to negative 2. Get the n by itself, plus 8 plus 8. So we have n is equal to 8. And those are your answers. Okay. Now the other method I want me to do it is by completing the square. So my next method will be by completing the square. And here's how you compare the square. This is a problem. Separate the letters and the numbers. So I'm going to do plus 16. Weight it to one side, you must do it to the other side. These will cancel, so the answer will be n squared minus 6n is equal to 16. Now in here, I'm going to add a number. And what you do to one side, you must do it to the other side. What number am I going to add? Take this, cut it in half, and square it. Half of negative 6 will give you negative 3. Negative 3 squared will give you 9. 9. So the answer will be square, and 16 plus 9 will give you 25. The letter here will be n. The sign will be this minus. And what number can I square to give you 9? Now, get the letter by itself, get rid of the square. The opposite square is square root. What you do to one side, you must do it to the other side. You have n minus 3 is equal to plus or minus 25. Get the n by itself, plus 3. I'm sorry, it's not plus 25. Square root of 25 will give you 5. And this should be plus 3. And this cancels, so you have n is equal to 3 plus or minus 5. Now, I cannot do the math because of the plus or minus, so I have to look at two cases. Case number 1, what is the answer when the 5 is positive 5? Case number 2, what would the answer be if the 5 was negative 5? So if a 5 has to be positive 5, the problem becomes n is equal to 3. The 5 has no choice, he must be plus 5. And 3 plus 5 will give you 8. That's one answer, and that agrees with that one. Same answer. Now, what about if 5 is negative 5? The problem becomes n is equal to 3 minus 5, and 3 minus 5 will give you negative 2, which agrees with the other question. Remember, it's the same problem, so no matter what method you get, you should get the same answer. Okay? And the last method they ask us to do it is by the quadratic formula. So next method is the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula will be the following. Okay, they gave me that problem. So what you should do is find out what is the A value, what is the B value, and what is the C value. This is the A value, that'll be 1. This is the B value, -6. And this with the C value, C value is -16. Once you do that, you are to find the discriminant. And to find the discriminant, you're going to do the formula is b squared minus 4ac. B value being -6, quantity square, parentheses because it's negative, then -4 multiplied by A is 1, multiplied by C is -16, put in parentheses. -6 squared will give you 36. -4 times 1 will give you -4, and -4 times -16 will give you positive 64. Now just add them. 4 plus 6 is 10, 0 carry 1, and 6 plus 3 is 9, so this should be 100. Once you do that, use a formula, the quadratic formula. And the quadratic formula will be the following. Will be x is equal to -b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac. Now plugging the values, -b, what is b? Negative because the negative right here. The b value will be -6. Plus or minus square root of, I did all this work. All this work is right here, so that gave me 100. All over 2 times a, and a is 1. So then this becomes 6. Square root of 100 will be 10. And 2 times 1 will be 2. Now, I cannot simplify that because of a plus or minus 10. So what I have to do to simplify this, I have to look at 2 different cases. Case number 1, what would the answer be if we had positive 10? And case number 2, what would the answer be if we had -10? So we have 6 plus 10 divided by 2. 6 plus 10 will give me 16. Divide by 2, and that'll give you 8. Now, what is the answer when the 10 is negative? We have 6 minus 10 divided by 2. 6 minus 10 will give you -4 divided by 2, and -4 divided by 2 will give you -2. In agreement with the other formulas. Okay? Now, the last method they want you to use is the graphic method. But no matter what method you use, you're always going to get the same answer. Okay? You need help with the graphic method, ask me in class. Okay? Thank you.